What's up, guys? We're back with episode 2. So I did end up listening to chat, and I moved my base to nowhere that they said to move it. Um, but it doesn't overlap with a lot of stuff, and there's still a bunch of ores here, so we're all good on that part. And so let's go ahead and deploy our first POW into the base. Um, I don't really know what would be. I mean, obviously, I think the cat's gonna be the best here. Um, so I have one with really good stats. Probably just Mine Foreman, because that's pretty important. Go ahead and upgrade the base. Build a campfire, build shoddy bed. Build a repair bench. Okay, so we can start with the repair bench, so we just need more wood. There's a part 2, a remix? Is this a safe link? Before I click on, is this a safe link? I am in the middle of a, is this a safe link? Okay. No. How to get demonetized. Yeah, get that the fuck out of here. That's, nope. I'm good, bro. I don't, nope. How to get demonetized 101. Play a 9-minute Leonard Skinner song. I'm not, okay, I mean, yeah. Being monetized to get unmonetized, that's nothing, you know? Everybody's got to start somewhere. Mine's on Palworld. Would you rather me do Palworld or reaction slot? Be honest. Bed, campfire. Okay. Campfire. Ooh. Wait, now you're onto something. Not a lot of people do that. Okay, so to build the bed, you need foundation. And then you need a wall. And then a roof. And then you can build your bed. I need wood. Yeah, I mean, that's just good content, right? Reacting to your own content. I need a goal for this episode. What's my what should my goal be here? For this episode of Palworld. Is there even glizzies in this game? Or in real life? Should I do like streamathon of eating hot dogs? Look at that little bugger go to work. We upgrade our base. Yes. Okay. So now let's get more cats out here. For now. And then I think what I need to do is get my berry farm started ASAP. I need stone, and I'm gonna need a lot of wood. Okay. What do you mean? I'm reading the chats out loud. You said eat 100 glizzies. What are you talking about? I'm reading it out loud, am I not? You're tweaking me out. Oh my god, my base covers this. Oh, ecther deer. Ecther deer are nasty. There's no way I could catch one of those right now, though. What the fuck? Why does that not count? Oh, my bad. Dude, I'm just trying to build my farms, bro. Bones. Dude, that's such a good base spot. I have so much stuff around me. Oh my god, make it. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Let's look at the tech tree. I think our goal this episode should be able to get to like the metal stuff and being able to smelt things, because that's the whole point of our base. Alright, let's get these berry farms going ASAP. Okay. And then we want to get some planters in here, which you guys are the best at. We're going to need some people to water. And then I think that's good for now. Berry workbench. Wait, what? Gear workbench? Wood and cloth. Do I have enough to start making cloth? Yeah, okay. I think this will be more of a base episode than like running around and catching stuff. Good night to Ritual. Hope you had a great time in stream. Don't ever come back. Appreciate you a lot. Just don't bother me again, alright? Oh my god, I still need more wood. Need to eat some food. There's a lot more I need to get done built at the base. But it's fine. I'm just trying to get more pals in here. Well, let's go. Alright, so now we can upgrade that more. Oh my gosh, what is lavish hospitality, dude? Pretty fire. Okay, so they're planting now. Maybe a penguin out for watering. Definitely heading to bed. Let's go ahead and get some more Pal spheres. I just want to get food for them, and then what? It'll be like sauna and some other things, and then we can really get going. Just want to make sure they're staying in good condition. What do we need next to upgrade here? Stone pit, logging site. Oh my gosh, we have to do a lot. One thing we absolutely need a lot more of right now is wool, because I think a lot of the stuff that we have to make right now is involving cloth. The only stone is so hard to get where we set up at. Definitely going to be a lot of running back and forth going on right now. But I think for sure once this base gets rolling, it'll really get going. So that's a good thing. And we can farm this Gillette over here too, which is so good early game. Okay, so the pals are getting food now, which is really good. We're gonna want to build the ranch because I'm gonna want to get a sheep in there as fast as possible to get a lot of cloth. Because the sheep will give us wool in there, which will make getting the cloth a lot easier, especially for these missions in the top right. Bang. Alright, so let's take out one of the cats and put in a sheep. Farmhand. I think farmhand's the best one for that. We'll get that going. What's the next thing we can get started on? What's the logging sites look like? Oh man. Need so much wood. So much stone. What is it left for this? Pressure. Also a lot of shit. Okay. That's all fine. They're just collecting wood now. We need to put some clothes on. That's what we need. That way we can actually do things at night without getting cold. I will say the one thing about this game is the early game is very, it's just slow. But once you get past the early game, like, it's one of the most fun games I've ever played. Like, once you really get past the, I'd say the first 20 levels, you can really start exploring and, you know, really get going, and your bases really come along. It's just those first 20 levels can definitely be a little slow. Okay, so let's get that wood put up. Alright. Now let's go find some stone. Is there a spot around here that is just better for me to go to for stone? Or anything? Because, like, that is one thing right now, is the lacking of stone around my base is pretty annoying. Will say I do want to catch this fox bite. Okay, this is pretty important too right now. The Paldeum fragments. I definitely need a lot more of those right now. That leather. What else could I use right now? Stone, fragments. Is there any more pals that I really need? How is that not mineable? Good. My penguin's done? Oh, I should probably catch that. Okay. Just instantly runs. I could catch that frog, but the cows are in the way right now. They're like eating him. Alright, is this mineable? Alright. And the pickaxe is damaged. Great. Alright. Would be faster with my hands. Is there a eagle statue close yet? Right up here. We could fast travel now and get some stone. That's not bad. It's not too bad. Close enough. So let's go ahead and repair this. Repair this while we're at it. Fast travel back over. Once we get something that we can mount to, like I think our first mount we'll go for is the chillet. Like then we can really start moving as well. In between this episode and the next episode, I'm gonna do some off-camera grinding of just like the base and stuff, so that way, you know, you guys don't have to do that. Because I want us to, you know, be able to go run around and explore a little bit for the episode number 3. So I'll definitely try to get some stuff done off-camera, and then we can have a good, fun session on episode 3. take all this back home. This should be a good amount now, so we can build everything. Honestly, being able to fast travel down here now makes getting the stone a lot easier. I'm glad we found that. We can fast travel up now. Put all this stone up. Everybody seems to be in good conditions at the base, which is really good. Put all this up. And how much food do we already? We're already at 45 berries. Perfect. Let's get started on the wool. Just perfect. Because I gotta make those clothes, make the parachute. Thank you very much. Give you a little pet, Mr. Penguin. Look how happy he is. Okay, and now we should be able, make the ice one for now. And then do a shield and a parachute, and we should be good there. Which, what else do we have to do for the base? This, which we can make. I think we can make both. Yeah? Let's just put it in the middle. And then, yeah, okay, perfect. We can, in fact, make both. Put those right next to each other. And then what's next? A crusher? Oh. We're gonna need even more stone and stuff for that? Okay. And that'll be fine. And then a shield, which takes wood. What is the glider? We can do the glider now. Okay. While they work on that stuff. See, so we're coming along here. So, like, the off-screen grinding won't have too much to do, but I just want to level up the POW base a little bit so that way we can make sure it's running in good hands and keep that going. This parachute finished. Nice. Then last is a shield. So let's fast travel back down. So what do we need for the crusher? We just need wood? Okay, that's fine. That I can do here. Get our wood, build the crusher. Sorry if these first episodes are a little boring. Like I said, the start of this game is just very slow. And I don't really want to like space out the episodes of like doing like sharp cuts and stuff. I kind of want it to just be, you know, like this is the playthrough of the game. So sorry if you don't like that, but what I like to do. So we can just leave it at that. But once this crusher's built, we'll upgrade the base, and then we'll call it a day for episode 2 here. there we go. So now we can upgrade the base, but first I want to make sure that we can build a bed for our next pal that'll be joining us at the base. Alright. Let's get that bed built. You guys are doing good on food. So I think the next file I want to do is another one for... I don't really have any good ones. Primitive furnace, statue of power, hot spring. Okay, so like... I think actually before we end, I want to catch one more Clovey, because Clovies are super good for the farms early game. And I believe those were down here. So let's head down here and catch us another Clovey, and then we'll call it a day there. Just so that way the farms can really get going and get some work done on those. Herbals are also pretty good for the farms. I feel like that might be a good option. That I dropped? Okay, so now we have an herbal. And we leveled up. Let's go. So we can upgrade our stamina. I usually try to upgrade my stamina to 200 before I start upgrading like my carrying load and stuff like that. Just so that way you don't... Like, stamina is so important in this game. But after that it'll be a lot of like how much I can carry. So on. But let's get this dude deployed. And yeah, good for the garden. Wait, what was on him? Reload. Okay. All right, so we're gonna call episode 2 here. We got the base looking pretty nice, and then I'll do some off-screen grinding just for the base stuff, and then that way, when we get back for episode 3, you guys don't have to watch a lot of the boring stuff, and we can start doing some dungeons and so on. So hope you guys had a good one, and see you at the next episode.